Turns out you guys really like blowing. So that means today we're gonna ramp it up to 11. I've always wondered at what point a leaf blowing game would break. So currently for every leaf that I blow off the edge of the map, we're getting in the neighborhood of 8,000 for the regular ones, 5,000 for even the platinum leaves. Which is all well and good, but we still don't have any of the rainbow leaves. Or whatever upgrade it is that's beyond nuclear leaf blower, but we probably need to investigate. Airplane turbine. Well, it's definitely a lot bigger, and it definitely blows a lot harder. And whenever the description for something is worth it, just buy it, no questions asked. The next upgrade is only 5,000, I have about 32 million currently, so we could probably afford it. Leaf powered leaf blower, which looks like just a lot of fun. I mean, between my Roombas and my leaf blower, there's not a lot of leaves left on the map at any one time. But since we have the currency, buy max. The best part is that didn't even actually buy the max. I'm one shy because I need another 12 million platinum leaves to make that work. Anyways, as fun as this is blowing over 100 million leaves per minute, we can do better. But that means starting all over again. And before we do that, we're going to boost our prestige bonus by 300%. So let's jump right onto it. Prestige, we're going to lose all this progress, but we're going to go so much further. And I get to keep my big cannon. I forgot about that. Seems a little ridiculous at this stage. But even just starting out, we're getting 34 leaves per leaf. It sounds really weird to get this excited about foliage, but I'm all about it. And since I have almost 8,000 coins, I'm going to do things like unlock converters and printers because I don't know what those are yet. And we can make our discounts cheaper, 1% for every few coins we spend. So that's 5% cheaper. There's all my coins spent. Should have been paying more attention to that, but 8% cheaper. Then we're also going to make my auto things be able to pick up fruits and then make the fruits a whole lot better because fruits are never a bad thing. Now the printer apparently prints and collects 0 basic leaves per second per level. So 1 basic leaf per second. Since I've got 1,800 coins, we're going to buy a few of these things because these seem like they're just going to sit here and collect me leaves, which in turn buy me more upgrades. So even now as I just sit here, I can watch my leaves go up. Not at a great deal yet, but once we get our multipliers going, this will be stupidly easy. Even a few quick upgrades has me up to 136 leaves per leaf, which in turn is going to add up to a lot of leaves because I'm starting to spawn a lot more. And I get what the converters do, they convert leaves. And I realize that should have probably been obvious, but we're talking about leaves after all, so that's maybe not as obvious as you might think. But that's also going to help fuel us because even at the rate I'm getting just green leaves, those are going to turn into gold leaves, which are in turn going to turn into better leaves, which are going to turn into better leaves. So the more of these basic leaves I can mine right now, the better that's going to be in our future. Now, even as it sits, one single little screen full of leaves is worth 150,000 leaves. So let's get into the gold leaves and make things start multiplying. A few small upgrades later and we're already getting over 1,000 leaves per leaf and we're just getting started. We're going to increase the combo and the multiplier until these things are getting so many golden leaves that the game breaks. I want to see numbers so big you can't see anything anymore. And since we're up to about 50 million basic leaves already, we're going to start converting those into golds. These combo upgrades are getting expensive. We're at only 9 of 100 and it's costing us 9 million leaves. Luckily for you guys, I don't have much of a life, so I can spend all day doing this. A few tiny upgrades later, we have a maximum combo of times 27, which means about 7,000 leaves per leaf. So on that note, we're going to get started on some platinum leaves. Because now, while we start collecting platinum leaves, we're going to pile up so many gold leaves, we'll be able to buy more upgrades. And then we're always still turning in those green leaves into other ones, even though we still have 140 million of them. And I can increase my converter output by 300% because I just so happen to have some of these. Not that we really need it, we're up to 200 million basic leaves already and 21 million gold leaves. Should we also see about this new level? Mountain! Oh, and that has the leaves we actually want. Well, it looks new and fun at least. And it comes with snowmans and bats. And we're starting to collect platinum leaves very quickly. There's 500,000. Time for some upgrades. I've also used all my platinum funds to upgrade my little Roombas. They're going to move around faster than ever, blowing more leaves than ever, so I can do less work. Plus we get to harvest some local wildlife. Bats, deers, it doesn't matter, I want it all. Nothing will stop me from reaching my leafy dreams. And I don't care how many snowmans the game throws at me, we're going straight to the top. And I already have regular leaves turning into gold, which turn into platinum, which turn into bismuth. So we've already got 73,000 and I just unlocked them. And we can use the rainbow leaves to buy more leaf blowers that are automatic. Look at all the Roombas running around. I hardly need to be here anymore. I really am mostly just here to buy upgrades at this point anyway, though it's still satisfying to blow those leaves around. Plus, we can make our Roombas have touch damage. As they run into things, the enemies are going to die. Oh, we can crank their damage up too. I'm going to spend millions of dollars on damage upgrades. That way nothing can stop us. Alright, well, we're basically pretty much already at the point of ridiculousness, even with the rainbow leaves. The enemies spawn, they disappear right away because everything is so strong. Speaking of which, we should probably buy the next upgrade for a solid 500 rainbow leaves. A large paint roller. Oh, that's interesting. Somehow this is even better than my leaf-powered blower. And the next upgrade costs the next kind of leaves, so we can't quite buy it yet. But I'm gonna need more coins to get some of the new stuff, and I don't really want a prestige at this moment. So what do we have for some pay-to-win options? Supporter pack? Does that come with coins? And yes, I am pay-to-winning an idle game, but damn it, I will win. But I can also get my new upgrade since I have 500,000 cosmic leaves, which is a rocket engine. Ooh, look at the size of this thing. I think at this point I'm gonna have to prestige just so I can unlock more stuff. But maybe once I do, I'm going to hold off on spending the majority of my 16,000 coins because clearly I need them to unlock new areas. I'm going to start again with a big ass cannon, and I'll see you guys soon once we've caught up to where we were before. And just like that, I think we're roughly back to where we were before. We've even got 6 million rainbow leaves, and that's a lot. So I think we're probably overdue to buy some of the cosmic leaves. And we're probably going to rack these up pretty quickly because, well, there's a lot of leaves on the screen and a lot of multipliers at work. So we still need the void leaves to be able to unlock this thing, but we need a different level to be able to unlock void leaves. Luckily I was thinking ahead for once, so we're going to the void. This I think is the final level, and look at those enemies. They're very strong. Luckily my Roombas are also very strong, so they should take care of them pretty quickly. And by the time I've even kind of got my bearings, we've got 23,000 of the dark leaves. So let's get a few more upgrades. We'll keep things rolling along nicely. The cosmic leaves don't really have anything special about them. There's no more multipliers or anything, but we can get more Roombas, and the Roombas are great for clearing up those enemies. And I'm not really sure what it is those enemies do, but they're kind of getting in the way, and I don't want anything in the way of my leaves. Basically, by the time I open the menu to upgrade the cosmic leaves, I can afford almost all of the upgrades. Because look at those numbers go up. Even if I'm not moving, they're going up. 1.3 million, 1.35 million, 1.5 million. But I think we're at about the point where we can finally get the void leaves. It only costs 10,000 and I've got 10 million cosmic leaves anyways. Okay, so cosmic turns into a void converter, which turns into red flasks, so we can use red flasks for upgrade stuff. But one thing at a time, let's get some of the void leaves going. We need to work our way up the currency ladder. They work in descending order, so the more ones at the top we get, the faster we get ones at the bottom. Even as it is, we just unlocked the void leaves and I now have 20,000 of them. And 60 seconds later, I have 1 million void leaves and counting. Oh, but it's also time for our next tool, laser. The letter Z stands for understatement, and we've got another tool we can buy, but first let's check out this thing. This looks like something I should not have my hands on. And I basically already topped out the void leaf upgrades. We got 30 of 30 trees and all the upgrades except for the fertilizer, which I don't care very much about. But look at the numbers go up. There's 3 million, there's 3.5 million, there's 4 million. Plus, it's increased that combo multiplier another 50%. Plus, we're going to buy this blue boy. Alien turbine. Where did you get this from? The upgrade menu. Looks like a Zamboni.
You're about to be killed by a Zamboni.
The legendary leaf-blowing Zamboni. And there's still more upgrades to go. This is great. This never ends. So, time to work on our red flask stuff. I have about 13,000 of these, so we need to figure out which one's going to be the best. But for now, every 1.26 thousand void leaves becomes 3.64 thousand red flasks, so we're definitely getting our money's worth. And then before you know it, we've got 120 million red flasks, 50 million void things, 100 million of those ones, basically hundreds of millions of everything. So let's unlock the green flasks that are probably going to help us out in a big way, while also buying a whole bunch of these first. I've actually maxed this all the way out to level 100. Hopefully that was worth it, and there's our green flasks, which you already have 1,000 of somehow because everything is just so efficient by this point. Yeah, every 1600 red flasks becomes 400 green flasks. Then time for another max combo. Can't believe that goes all the way up to level 100. But we'll go like that now, and our max combo is times 36. Very satisfying. I just make big slow circles, all the leaves get blown off the edge, and I get rich. But we have something else already, a blowfish. Blowfish, do you get it? Yes, very clever and also very amusing. I used some gems to skip time ahead a little bit, and that for some reason gave me 13,000 blue flasks. 13 million, sorry, so we're gonna buy that, then buy max of that. which means we could probably afford the 1000 we need to get magenta flasks. Those are used to unlock whatever this thing is, a graphics card, an overclocked graphics card with a large fan. Nothing blows harder than that. Wow, that really clears out the level. This is the ultimate blowing. It's what we live for. Oh, we still get orange flasks after this. I thought this might be the final upgrade, but clearly we're not done. Orange flasks it is. And the game is still acting pretty fine with this. I was hoping it might start to struggle, but that's always kind of a slippery slope. Once it starts, it happens very quickly. Well, at least we've maxed out our tools with the graphics card. I'm not sure how many flasks we have to get through, but we'll get there. Speaking of which, we got the black flasks. These might be the final ones. Nope, Big Leaf Crunch apparently is next. Strange flasks, we got all sorts of cool things. But let's unlock the strange flasks and the Big Leaf Crunch, whatever that is. Oh, and I didn't even notice we've got 1.4 billion basic leaves at this point. So the BLC crunch is restart your leaf blowing adventure with valuable BLC coins. All upgrades will be reset except for BLC. So we can prestige again with even more valuable stuff. I'm just not sure the point because we worked very hard to get to this point. And here's where things are going to get ridiculous. On this one, increase all converter output by 10 per level. So the more of these we buy, the more flasks we're going to get per second, per tick, whatever it is. And that number is going to get really big, really fast. Same with this one. We can do 100 levels of increase your leaf reward by 20% per level, 100 times. Well, now the only logical thing to do is let this run for a little bit, because the longer time goes on, the richer I'm going to get, the more upgrades I can get to get even richer at an even quicker rate. So I'll see you in a bit. So in total now, we've mined hundreds of billions, if not trillions of leaves. And thanks to my gem, we can afford a few more little upgrades. This one already is getting into the billions, so there's a few more billions spent, there's a few more billions spent. I think I'm going to throw the rest of just mining more leaves. There we go, how many are we getting now? 65,000 per leaf off the edge of the screen. 65,000. Oh, but then again, we can still do combo multipliers and a few other things. Only one upgrade each, but that's going to make a pretty big difference by itself. 80,000. 80,000 each. I'm not really sure where to go from here. We've got tens of billions of most things. The upgrades are few and far between, so I'm going to try and find a way to skip some time. Then again, we could do something crazy, like buy a bunch of the BLCs. That puts us up to only level 9. But then if we do the big crunch, that might lead us to some interesting new options we didn't have before. Okay, should we try it, since we're still not really making any more great progress? One big crunch coming up. Do you want to enter the Big Leaf Crunch portal now? Yes, I do. Well, I got to keep my graphics card, and I've got 30 of the BLC coins, which gives me some bigger, better options for down the road, like extra prestige, 200% coins per level, master leaves, 400% leaves per level, increases the combo multiplier by 200% per level. I think this is how I break the game. So let's upgrade the combo thing twice more and then the fruit reward a little more. 400% per level is bananas. We're going to save 7 of those coins just because I'm not really sure what the rest of them are going to do. So a short time later, a very short time later, we're already mining 20 to 30,000 leaves per leaf because we have 180 times combo already. I can keep grinding to the end in prestige to get bigger and bigger and bigger multipliers every single time I do it. Although I seem to have encountered a small problem that I don't know how to get back to where the platinum apples are. I don't know where to move maps right now because instead of having my usual options, I have this. I did buy the auto teleport device, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Because apparently it's supposed to teleport me to the area with the highest unlocked leaves. I've unlocked platinum leaves, they're right here, but they're not spawning because they don't spawn here. It's gotta take me there. And I'm far too busy collecting leaves to understand what it is I'm supposed to do. Or will this take us there? Nope, we've got a prestige to be able to go anywhere apparently, so let's just get that over with now. That somehow seems to have worked. I think it dropped me in the void area. 150,000 leaves per leaf already. Well, these ones get a little bit more expensive, but there's another 10 million just like that. Status update. I'm now getting 375,000 gold leaves per leaf as I'm working my way through the flask. That means a modest 50 million leaves for every screen, and those are still rookie numbers. Just upgraded my combo multiplier again. We're at 356 times combo, or 450,000 gold leaves per leaf. But we're at about that point where things are slowing down again, so I've got to do the big crunch, which is going to start me with 54 of the red coin. Okay, so let's increase our combos. They're both at level 2. The upgrades are still pretty cheap because we're still pretty early on. We can afford that many for now, and what are we getting? 5,000 per leaf already. 30,000 per leaf. We're getting several, well, many times what we were last time even. And we were up to 700,000 per leaf by the end. A few more very quick upgrades and we're up to about 50,000 per leaf. I could honestly just do this cycle endlessly. I think that's going to be it for now. Otherwise, I'm just going to do this endlessly. And I do need to get onto other videos at some point, so that's good enough for me. Okay, so because there's something wrong with me, I decided to keep going just a little bit and then realized I could prestige again and use my coins to increase my gold leaf income. So that means now at about the same time, we're getting 500,000 gold leaves per leaf just because I used my coins. So depending on how long I want to do this for, considering we're getting about 25 million gold leaves per screen, which in turn adds to the number of coins I can get should I prestige right now, because I can make it back to this point in about 5 minutes. But the more of these I have, the more multiples of the gold leaves I can get. So I've had an idea. I've painfully saved up 155 billion green leaves, but more importantly 107,000 coins if I prestige, because that'll quickly make my numbers higher than ever, and as it is I'm getting 1.26 million leaves per leaf off the edge of the screen. For the green one, 700,000 for gold leaves. But we're gonna do this just one more time. So right away, this is an extra level, that's an extra level, and that's 2 extra levels. That's gonna be plenty. I mean, even from the beginning of the game now, 221 per leaf with nothing. So we've made it back to here. Let's start the leaf combos to see what kind of ridiculous numbers we can conjure up. I mean, it's been a few seconds and I've already got 6 million leaves and a whole bunch of upgrades. I don't know what numbers we're at now. 300,000 already, and it's been like seconds. Still not enough. It's never going to be enough. Well, anyways, I've had my fun. I can see how this works now. 620,000 leaves per leaf already. Could get into the millions pretty quick, but I'm all out of time for real this time.